era in Tennessee has begun, and it doesn't start off with the hottest name. You didn't get the interim boost that you were hoping for, and the Tennessee Titans fall the New England Patriots 31-13. Welcome into Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and it was a great game to start. If you're a Titans fan, you get extremely hype of what you saw in the first quarter. Cam Ward sets up a beautiful first quarter drive. You're up 10-3. Joey Sly hits 2 field goals in this one. And then you're like, okay, it's good. And then after that, it kind of just completely fell off the rails. And I think the biggest thing that we should talk about is that injuries completely decimated this team. It started off and you lost your best player. And we do not know how long he will be out for the Tennessee Titans. Jeffery Simmons, who suffered a hamstring injury in the first half of this game and then was ruled out at halftime, did not return to the game. We do not know the extent of his injury. Then it was L'Jarius Sneed. Then it was Draymond Jones. The injuries just kept piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up. And not only that, you already was missing your top wide receiver in Calvin Ridley. So Cam Ward went out there today with Van Jefferson, Jamiri Dike, Tyler Lockett, and Elike Manor. And Ward, he played a solid game. 25 passes, 25 for 34, 255 yards and a touchdown. He was slicing up the Patriots secondary in the first half, and he was looking really good. But as the problem that the Titans have had throughout the entire season, and I thought this was a Brian Callahan type of deal, but we saw it happen the same exact thing with Brian Callahan, and now we're seeing it happen with Mike McCoy. Titans, you kick a field goal, and you go up 13-10 right before the end of the half. And then Drake May, with the superstar that he is turning into right now, and another 80% completion percentage for you, he made the Titans defense look like a JV team, carving up the secondary over and over. Austin Hooper mossed you clearly. And the first half, you're thinking that you actually have a chance. And then right before the end of the half, you let up pretty much a 50-yard bomb to Kayshon Boutte from a beautiful pass from Drake May. And after that, it was over. It was over. And Cam Ward, very bad mistakes in the second half. I know his stats look good. Like, I can read off the stats for you guys. 25 for 34. I mean, 255 yards. You saw he was having a lot of trouble. He's been having trouble kind of throwing the ball down the field. I mean, a QBR of 19.7, but a QB rating of 92.2. If whatever you want to determine, whether you go by QBR or QB rating. But he had a bad pick at the end of the game. I know the game was already over. But a bad pick to Chigakonkwo, way behind him, and then Marcus Jones comes down with the interception. And also the fumble was Will Levis-esque. He gets pressured by K'Lavon Chaisson, and I don't know if it was a sack or not, but he goes up to throw the ball, and it immediately falls out of his hand. And it was funny to watch. It was you just get flashbacks from Will Levis of last year. Now it's Cam Ward doing the same exact thing. And then the defense, you couldn't stop Cam Ward. You couldn't stop the fumbling mastermind that he is, and Ramondre Stevenson. He had 18 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown. And then on the other side, you were throwing the ball really well down the field, but you had 39 total rushing yards the entire game. Tajay Spears, I talked about it throughout the week that he needs to get more carries. 5 carries for 22 yards, 4.4 average. Tony Pollard, 6 carries, 18 yards. You're not going to win football games if you have 12 carries for a total of 39 yards in comparison to New England rushing the ball 36 times for 175 yards. Drake May had 62 yards. It's a good freaking quarterback, a really good quarterback. And I will say, for all the people that are kind of like skeptical, that's the word, about Cam Ward, well, if you look at what the Patriots have done rebuilding their team, they were one of the worst teams in the NFL last year. They had one more win than you. And they rebuilt it. And Drake May in his rookie year went 2 for 10. 2 for 10. Titans are 1-6 right now. You're now on a 2-game losing streak after losing to the Raiders, which was that was a pathetic loss. Looks even worse now after what the Chiefs did to them today. And now you go in, but you got to look on the bright side. This whole entire season, it's not about winning anymore. It is solely about developing Cam Ward into a good quarterback and making sure that he does not lose his confidence. That is your main goal. And Shamir DK, 4 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown. 4 targets. Need to get him the ball more. He's your deep threat. The man is a speedster. Absolute speedster. LK Manor's going to be your deep threat. But DK is your speedster. 4 catches for 70 yards. It was a breakout day for the rookie out of Florida. But you have nothing to show for it with a win or with a loss. And it's not going to get any easier. Not going to get any easier. Who do you have up next? Well, you got the Indianapolis Colts, who look like the best team in the AFC. At 6-1, they look unbeatable. Indiana Jones looks like an MVP candidate, Daniel Jones. But that fumble was so bad by Cam Ward. And Cam Ward said it. Got to try to review the tape and get better on the road against the Colts. My preparation, what I've been through to this point. That's what he said. But I'll reiterate this again. Your halftime adjustments are so bad week in and week out. Week in and week out. What happened in week 1? You were keeping it close with the Broncos. Then the second half, they took over. What happened against the Rams? You were playing great with them. Then the second half, and you get blown out. Happens every single week. Against the Raiders, it was close. Then the second half, they took over. I don't know what they're doing at halftime. I just talk sports on YouTube. But you have to have better halftime adjustments, because if you play like you did in the first half in every single one of those games, you might have more than just one win. You might have more than just one win. And I keep looking. It's going to be tough now with all the injuries. L'Jarius Sneed, Jeffery Simmons, Draymond Jones. Hopefully Calvin Ridley's hamstring is good. But you saw Calvin Ridley missed with the hamstring. Now Jeffery Simmons has the same exact injury. It could be light or it could be rough. We do not know. But now that you're going into trades, you do not want to be buyers. There's no need to buy. You want to be sellers. And I think everybody is on the trade block except for 2 players, Cam Ward and Jeffery Simmons. Everybody else, get calls for them. You saw it from Diana Rossini. She was reporting everything. She said that the Tennessee Titans are not shopping Jeffery Simmons, and they get calls, and they hang up the phone. So it looked good at the beginning and then turned into a blowout. Got to be better. Everybody has to be better. And now you go up against the Indianapolis Colts. So good luck. Good luck. I got a video coming out for you guys tomorrow about the overreactions. Also got an Adam Schefter trade rumors video coming out of all the rumors that we've seen and heard. So that's why you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that sub button. And as always, tighten up.